So what, like y'all don't, it's a problem with Mac?
Yeah, it's a problem. You know what I mean? It's
I like
you know, it's a thing
Modest
is
a motherfucker.
You know, it's just a violation that can't be overlooked.
Crucial 13, you all appreciate it. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
Hungry. I need some bacon. Look at this.
Look at it. This is the city I'm in right now. In the midst of this whole Ice Cube and Mac 10 beef, a lot of people are saying that Ice Cube got a history of this and he's a shady businessman and, you know, he's just not a good person to work with. But what we're going to show you in this video, in this compilation video, is that everybody that pretty much had issues with Ice Cube was all misunderstandings and actually got cleared up as time and maturity went on. Now, first, I want to give a brief backstory to him and Mac 10's issues, which still have yet to be resolved. I have a video actually breaking this down in depth, but here we're going to show a clip from Wack 100 talking about this.
I didn't say too much, but Ice Cube starting to say a little more and more and more.
Yeah, I've been saying he's been talking a lot lately. I wonder what he coming with. I know he got the big three, you know. That's
that Mac 10.
That
Mac 10. You waking it
up.
up.
To speak more and more. He finna say it in a minute.
Wait, what he been
Remember
talking
I
about?
told y'all, I said, yo, that Cube cannot ignore. He just can't be ignored. He can't be ignored.
He was just on Piers Morgan too, speaking.
They was over there on Cam'ron and the boy Mase.
Yeah, I'm missing like Mac 10 did some house.
He did do some. Wack said the story before. Y'all don't remember. Y'all wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, he can't. Ain't no letting that go. He can't let that go.
That's a for life. You can't do that.
He can't let it go.
It be certain like that.
What's going on?
This been like this 15, 20 years. Ain't nothing new.
I said it sounded like he got something on that man. He said he violated. It ain't nothing that he could do. You know, it's nothing that'll come back from. So
that
would have for Cube brother-in-law.
You said what?
We said Mac 10 for Ice Cube brother-in-law.
Nah, that's half the truth. That's half the truth.
Even if that's the case, though, I mean,
that wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, that's just a phase. Right?
You know
that's
only two things you know ain't coming back from. Either you mess with a nigga, woman, or nigga you disrespect.
Mac 10 would have fought Cube's brother-in-law. That wouldn't have been a problem. That's two men.
So there is a narrative that people think that just because Mac 10, you know, they feel like Mac 10 slapped the brother or something like that, and the wife was so upset that it happened that, you know, she called off their whole relationship and told Q, you know, oh, she's the boss of the relationship and all this stuff. People are under this assumption, but right here in this video, we're going to show you that a head-up fight ain't like, strange to Ice Cube's world. He's had many of them in the industry. We're going to show you a lot of clips of people talking about this. That ain't even an issue in Ice Cube's world. So the fact that people think that, this little fade Mac 10 had with him, this called off all the stuff. No, it gets deeper than that.
You would have lined that up if that wanted to happen. Shit, you gonna fight the nigga, fight the nigga.
If Mac 10 would have fought Cube's brother-in-law, that wouldn't have been an issue.
Brother-in-law, this it ain't even that serious.
Slow down. That's his wife's brother.
It wouldn't have been that serious though.
That's it. But if it would have been Mac 10 fighting, right? But what if 15 of your homies max him out?
If he got packed out.
Down.
Yeah, that's different. That's the problem.
Yeah. And guess who was the real problem with? Who he can't face after a concert if he brought that together. Guess who he can't face?
Mac 10.
His wife.
His wife.
Somebody just in the had him jump.
Now, you know that he was in fact jumped by Mac 10's gang. Now, a lot of people say, well, the brother was running his mouth. He made diss on Mac 10. He brought that upon himself. But why would this be an issue to Ice Cube and his family? Let's keep it going.
Man, it's too late, bozos. I already said it. Yeah, y'all talking about a head-up fight. Yeah. So that's why he said ain't nothing I can do.
So he said Mac 10 had him robbed.
They had him robbed.
Nah, I mean, that's going to happen in the pack out. 15 niggas on you, nigga. They going in your pockets, anything on your wrist and your neck.
You getting stripped. You getting stripped for sure. Why not?
You getting stripped. Like,
why not?
So, imagine your wife calling you, screaming over the phone. You come back to the suite. Your brother-in-law maxed out. Paramedics coming. Who did it? Now let's factor in other politics. He said him and Dub from the same neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
111 neighborhood Crip. Mac 10 or what?
Queen Street.
Queen Street.
Blood.
Yeah.
Who just did what to who?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be some in the streets.
Yeah.
So before this goes there, I'ma just what?
Cut all ties.
Cut everything short.
We go our way, you go yours.
And I think what pisses Cube off is when they ask Mac 10 about, he talking about, I don't know what's going on.
And we act, like that's the craziest part.
You know you wrong, bro. Don't make it like I'm the evil one. You know what you did.
Now, okay, the question arises. Let's get it out the way. Why did Mac 10 people do this? And why is Mac 10 getting the blame if his people did it? Right? What did the brother-in-law do? We got to give Mac 10
That's the $1 million question.
Okay. The brother-in-law did a diss song and was passing out the CDs in the lobby. But two things is going on. He did a diss song on Mac 10. Mac, two things going on. Either you gave him the green light or you ain't got no say-so control of your people. That situation, Mac, if he's doing that, should have been brought to who?
To Cube.
This is exactly what I said in my video where I broke this down. Is either Mac 10 don't have no control over these people, or he sent the green light for them to do it. Either way is disrespectful to Ice Cube. Why is this disrespectful to Ice Cube even though the brother brought this upon himself? Because like Wack and them was saying earlier, Ice Cube and them ain't above a fade, a head up fight. If you got a problem with Mac 10, Mac 10 got a problem with you, y'all deal with that. Why is 15 to 20 guys jumping on this dude and he's, direct relative of the family of Ice Cube, who is your business partner and all this. This an in-house situation. Your peoples don't get involved in that. Look, he got a problem with Mac 10. Bam, they take care of that. You got it like to where these people feel like they're above the whole program, meaning like whatever situation Cube and his peoples got, y'all feelings is worth more than that. So y'all like, nah, fuck that. We gonna, handle this dude how we feel like handling it. And either way, they could have did that without Mac 10 call, and that shows that Mac 10 ain't got no control over them. Or Mac 10 sent the green light, which Ice Cube told him not to do and got disrespected in the end. Him being packed out by 20 people is not how you show respect to your business partner, your friend, whatever Ice Cube and Mac 10 is. And I know a lot of people gonna be like, well, he brought that on himself. Yeah, he brought that on himself, but it's him and Mac 10 problem. It ain't him and 15 other people problem. If two of my people got beef with each other and one of them end up violating each other the way that this happened like that, I'm gonna have problems with that too. Because and this go to anybody will feel like this. If you got a cousin and a brother or something that's into it, y'all gonna make sure don't nobody jump into that and they handle that shit by themselves. And don't tell me you won't do it that way.
A lack of respect is a sign of disrespect. For you to have him attacked, knowing that's my wife's brother, is saying you bigger than the program. Me too. So wife, I know you probably got some crazy requests, but we ain't gonna do that. I know it's gonna take years for you to understand what I'm gonna do is best. Ain't gonna hurt out of me. Cause you probably want an eye for an eye. But we not gonna do that because it's other we gotta continue on with. I done been here before with NWA. Now you gotta put Cube shoes on. Every time he's a part of a what? Some bullets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Dub grew up in the same neighborhood. We always been good. Dub is his own artist. He just goes out with me. Mac, my brother-in-law got stomped out, violated, and stripped. My wife, his sisters feel some kind of way. I didn't go to no, but I'm going to talk another way. At the time, Mac didn't see it because Mac had going on. But over the years and the years and the years and the years and the years, Cube continued to do what he continued to do. And when it came to the music side of it, Mac slowly and slowly and slowly, went the other way.
Nigga want a reunion and nah.
Not now. See, every time Mac 10 does those interviews, guess who gets the satisfaction?
Cube.
The wife.
Yeah,
the wife. And Cube can say, see, baby, I'm glad you trusted me.
Had to call that dog.
You never heard about a war going on in the streets between the neighborhoods and the Inglewood homies and the Queen Streets over Ice Cube and Mac. None of that. Cube never went at Mac 10.
Mm-hmm.
Never dissed him. He just cut it off. Y'all don't remember I told y'all Cube, let's just say Cube's a family man? I was trying to say Cube's a family man. He ain't going against the family. Not gonna happen. I'll never forget one day, Cube looked out for me, let me book him direct. He did the agency. Back when we had a show called Crust Groove, we did at Universal Studios. He let me book him direct. And I was sitting on the stage and his wife walked out, right? And she walked out and she just looked at me, right? She looked at me and looked down. And I was sitting in the chair. Man, I didn't ask, her name is Kim too. What was the problem? I said, well, let me make an educated guess. I got out the seat. And she let me know. That's why I said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you the promoter and all that. That's why I said. That nigga Cube would have looked over there, sees the commotion and walked right off the stage. He don't play that family, my nigga.
Now you kind of got an idea of what's going on with the whole Ice Cube and the brother thing. And somebody raised the question right here saying that how could he forgive Solo for knocking him out and taking his chain? You know, but not forgive Mac 10. And this somehow makes Ice Cube, you know, less than a man or, you know, more whatever. But to me, this actually make, you know, Ice Cube actually more solid because the issue with him and Solo was personal between them two. So as a man, it's like, okay, I got a personal issue with you. We could take care of that. But with Mac 10 situation with the brother, that got something to do with something that don't even have nothing to do with him personally, but has something to do with how his family was treated and how his word was disregarded and disrespected. So basically, he cared more about, you know, his wife's brother getting mistreated than he actually care about him getting into a little fight with some dude at the stoplight and getting knocked out or whatever. So that's kind of a selfless act right there and actually shows integrity. I'm not saying it's completely selfless because in the end it was his word that was undermined by Mac 10. So it did have something to do with him, but the issue was more family based than a personal issue of his, which if you was really like a, you know, less than a solid individual, you might be more personal about somebody knocking you out. Like dude in the comments is saying, like somebody knocked his ass out, you could already tell he gonna hold a grudge forever. Cause motherfuckers don't get into fights. They think being knocked out is the worst thing in the world because they so afraid of it happening to them that they project how bad it is onto the people that it happens to.
And, you know, Mac 10 called me and, you know, we decided, hey, listen, this before anybody gets really hurt, because we got the type of people that this will happen. We decided, hey, let's squash it. You know, let's just be cool. And
this is a big theme amongst a lot of the haters of Ice Cube and stuff is that, you know, oh, Mac 10 helped him do this. He helped him squash this. Why can't he get over the fact that whatever happened between him and his brother, you know, so they could get back to business, do this West Side Connection album? They think like, oh, if you fall out with a friend, that mean that y'all was never friends before or something. Like, yeah, of course, Mac 10, you know, was riding with Ice Cube and doing all this other type of stuff. But that don't mean that later on in life you could violate the man and do something that's really kind of not unforgivable, but just a situation to where, you know, you want to cut ties and just move on with your life as grown men. And maybe Mac 10 felt like, hey, I be, you know, getting in the middle of these beefs trying to, you know, help things out. Maybe I don't need to consult with you if I got a problem with your wife's brother. Maybe I can just put a green light on his head to get him jumped and robbed by 15 of my gang members. And that should be cool. You should deal with that because I helped you in the Cypress Hill beef and the beef with Cam and Solo get your chain back or whatever. Now, to me, if you want to help me because you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart. Don't help me and expect to be able to just call shots on me or make sure that, you know, you could do stuff undermining my word and stuff like that, like you own me or something like that, because that's just not how this works. See, a lot of people is doing keyboard warrior typing, you know, talking from the perspective of an internet dude and ain't talking from the perspective of a real man and actually trying to see what's going on with these situations.
Crucial 13, you all appreciate it. Shout out to you.
Get crucial.
Hungry. I need some bacon.
Look at this. Look at this. This is the city I'm in right now.